Predictions. I had to do that. Sorry. What's going on, everyone, in the world of YouTube? I'm here once again. It's Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. What's going on in the crazy, wacky world of YouTube today? Well, a lot, apparently, because everyone's getting ready for one of the biggest weekends of the summer. I've given my predictions for NXT. Check them out. But now it's time for my predictions for SummerSlam 2017, a show that I predicted earlier will be better than this year's WrestleMania. Why? I haven't enjoyed a WrestleMania that felt like a WrestleMania since 2015. Because WrestleMania to me is not a night where you just shove tons of wrestling matches in one night. That's what I always felt like SummerSlam should be. The name SummerSlam appeals that there's going to be a lot of wrestling, just a whole night of wrestling, a whole night of action, and we've got 13 some matches for this night, so it's going to be a busy night because we got a 2-hour pre-show and then a 4-hour main show with 13 matches, and who knows what else is going to happen, right? We can have some moments, a lot of network plugging, I bet. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to put this down just to give a little cue because I know you guys. Look at how shiny it is. Just look at it. No. But anyway, again, I'm going to try to dive right into this. I am really excited to get started with this because prediction time, SummerSlam 2017. Now, I have my betting odds with me currently because I am making this Friday, August 18th, and hopefully releasing it the same day. So, let's see what the betting odds are as we're kicking off into the pre-show. Number one, we have The Miz Taraj, The Miz, Curtis Axel, and Bo Dallas versus Jason Jordan and the Hardy Boys. This is a rematch from Monday Night Raw. The Raw tag team match was okay. It was okay. No complaints. I'm not a big fan of 6-man tag matches. They're very one-sided in WWE. If I wanted to watch a good 6-man tag match, I'd head over to Lucha Underground. They're really fun over there. Heck, they got a Trios Championship for it. That's how good they are. But the betting odds has The Miz Taraj. I can see why. Because if we're doing 50-50 booking, it's their turn to win. Plus, this is a pre-show, and it does tie into my opinion of who's going to win on the pre-show, and this is going to be the only heel win of the night. I'm going to stick with the betting odds on this one. I'm going to be rooting for The Miz Taraj. The Intercontinental Championship is not in the line regardless. I see The Miz Taraj winning again, which is a real sour note for the Hardy Boys, but I believe they were already set to lose anyway to the Revival if Scott Dawson had not gotten injured. And if we really want to tie into this even more, Dash Wilder could cost the Hardy Boys this match if he felt like it. We'll see where creative goes on this one. I'm sticking with the Miz Taraj. Next, we have on the pre-show, I believe. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to go down the list I have here. Excuse me. Shifting gears, we have John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Now, Baron Corbin's wasted the briefcase. It has not been put back on him because of controversy that, number one, Corbin's shoulder was up. Number two, Jinder's foot was underneath the bottom rope. Will it go back to him? Will it not? Feel free to leave your thoughts if they will give Corbin the briefcase or not. I still see it as a punishment. I'm still a big Jinder Mahal fan. That's why I do not have much anger against this decision. You guys have heard me rant about this before. Just check out some of my older videos. You know I'm not the biggest Baron Corbin fan just because of the past. He was not NXT champion. I could go on all day. A lot of people now think that Baron Corbin is pushed to win this, and because John Cena losing at SummerSlam seems to be a trend going on, this is a hard one because the betting odds have John Cena. This stings a lot. I'm gonna go for Baron Corbin. In all honesty, I think he's gonna beat Cena because the rumor is John Cena is going to Raw the night after and go into a program with Samoa Joe. I can see that happening, but I still think Cena needs to lose at SummerSlam. I'm going against the betting odds on this one. I have Baron Corbin beating John Cena. Next, we have, for the Raw Tag Team Championships, we have Cesaro and Sheamus, The Bar, one of my favorite tag teams in history, throwing that out there, versus the Shield version 2, or Shield rebooted, Seth Rollins and Dean Ambrose. This is The tongue just can't wake up. This has been a fun part of Raw for the past few weeks, seeing these two fake tease that they're going to get back together and whatnot, teaming up in some ways. But now finally on Monday it was announced that this match is happening. They did the fist bump. It's all good. So I'm going to go with the betting odds on this one. I'm going to go with the Shield version 2. Two reasons. One, I can't see the Dean Ambrose heel turn happening yet. I feel like that's a poor decision because now, because of all this program, how this program is going, it's a shame just to kill it at this point. So I want them to do it. And I guess two more reasons, actually. One, I want to see Dean Ambrose become a Triple Crown winner. It would feel good. First member of the Shield to do it would be Dean Ambrose. He's been world champion. He's been United States champion. He's been Intercontinental champion. Technically, he would become a Grand Slam if the Universal Championship and the SmackDown Tag Team Championship had not been existed. He can't win the Cruiserweight Championship, and I'm pretty sure that's it. So, that's being thrown there. And three, I believe Sheamus is leaving to do a movie. And I would think that we take the titles off of them. But it's been a great reign, guys. It's been a great reign. So I'm going with the Shield version 2. Next on the list, we have one of the more interesting matches of the night. Actually, I shouldn't say that. The tag team match will be good. I think it will be good. But another interesting match. We have AJ Styles versus Kevin Owens for the United States Championship, with Shane McMahon being the guest referee. This one has been very difficult in my mind for the past while. There's now a rumor that at Survivor Series we're getting Team Shane versus Team Kevin. Does that mean... Because I had Kevin Owens in my mind winning this match. But you know what? In the end, I think I'm going to have to say it's time to stop hot potatoing the title. I have AJ Styles. I'm going with the booking decision on this one. It may be a screw job. It may not be. We'll see where it goes. I think AJ Styles is going to keep the United States Championship for now. As you guys know, this is my prediction. It is Friday, August 18th. The bookings could change. My opinion could change, but I'm sticking with this right now. So, next up, we have the Raw Women's Championship on the line. Alexa Bliss, who was supposed to defend it against Bayley. Bayley's gone, injured shoulder. Now, Sasha Banks has stepped up to the plate again. Usually when they do this kind of thing, they actually have their replacement win a lot. But I'm not feeling it this time. I think Alexa Bliss is keeping the championship. It is a shame. Number one, I'm not the biggest Bliss fan in the world, but she's growing on me. I'm liking her skits more on Raw. And two, I wanted to see Bayley versus Sasha this year at SummerSlam. I was hyped for that. It's not going to happen. And Sasha had a good match with Nia. It was actually a really good match if you go back and watch it again this week on Raw. Even though Alexa Bliss was for some reason being a lifeguard out there. I don't see any water, but I do have Alexa Bliss. I think she's keeping the championship again. This time, though, no count-out shenanigans. I think she's going to get the straight-up pinfall. Yeah, not too enthusiastic about that, but it's just my opinion. Next, we have a rematch. First match happening on Raw this week that they gave away on free TV for some reason. We have Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor, but it has been confirmed it will not be Finn Balor in regular attire. It will be the Demon Finn Balor. Looking forward to seeing what face paint he brings. I have to go with Finn Balor. Why would Bray Wyatt win again? Why would they do that all of a sudden? I don't know. Do they want to go long-term with this program? I disagree Finn Balor losing at this pay-per-view. He has not won a pay-per-view match in 2017 at all. Doesn't that sound weird? Think about it. He was not at WrestleMania. He returned the night after. He did not compete at Payback. He was on the pre-show with The Miz. He lost at Extreme Rules, and I think that's his only pay-per-view match so far. He was the one that was, who took the fall, who passed out to Samoa Joe in the 5-way. He did not compete at Great Balls of Fire, and the rest of SmackDown pay-per-views. Finn Balor hasn't won a match this year on pay-per-view. Bray Wyatt has. He's won a few of them. So, Finn Balor. Demons going over. No complaints. If the program goes on, fine. But enough with the crazy, weird storylines. They're so old. Bray Wyatt just talking gibberish. Well, now I'm talking gibberish. Like I said, my tongue just can't make up its mind today. But I have Finn Balor. Moving on, we have the SmackDown Live Women's Championship on the line. It's Naomi, Feel the Glow, defending against Natalya. What a swerve it was at Battleground seeing Natalya win. Quite a weak win over Charlotte too, but it happened. This one's tricky. The Betting odds do have Naomi. Carmella is lurking in the corner with the briefcase. Oh, I don't know why this one is difficult for me. Naomi's been champion since WrestleMania. I want Natalya to win. I curse myself for not watching Survivor Series 2010 live because that's the only championship Natalya's won in the WWE. I want Natalya to win. I'm going to pick Natalya. I'm going to go against everything. I don't think there's going to be a cash-in. I think Natalya's going to win straight up somehow. Maybe shenanigans, but not by outside interference. I think Natalya's going to win the championship. A little bit of a swerve, but don't tell me you won the five-way for nothing. I just want Natalya to win. I am a Natalya fan. I can't help it. Just who I am. Next up, we have Rusev versus Randy Orton. This is a match I wanted to see at SummerSlam, but now it's because of the wrong reason. I wanted Rusev to cost Randy Orton the WWE Championship at one of the pay-per-views against Jinder Mahal, regardless of which one, but it didn't happen. And now they're just doing it just because Rusev wants a challenge. Randy Orton came out. He's given him like 2 RKOs so far, I think. Betting odds do have Rusev, but rumor has it Rusev wants to leave the company because he doesn't feel like he's being booked properly. I'm going to go with Randy Orton. It hurts, but I'm going to go with Randy Orton. I think Randy Orton is going to beat Rusev. Hopefully it'll be a good match. I actually, in my opinion, think that will kick off the show. Randy Orton has not won a SummerSlam match since 2013, I believe. And that's when he cashed in on Bryan in less than a 10-second match. So, and of course he's lost, I think his last 4 pay-per-views. He's lost 3 to Jinder, and he did lose the terrible House of Horror matches with Bray Wyatt. The last pay-per-view Randy Orton's won has been WrestleMania. I'm sorry, Rusev. I'm starting to think you might want to think about leaving the company. Hate to say it, but man, have they wasted you lately. You've been a fun character, man. It's been great watching you, but hopefully you can find bigger opportunities somewhere else. Hashtag Ruru WCPW. King Ross will be happy to help. Just kidding. We'll see where it goes. Next up, we have a pre-show match. Akira Tozawa, the new Cruiserweight Champion. Who saw that coming? Who saw Neville's reign ending on a Raw? Not me. But it was a cool moment. I am an Akira Tozawa fan. And I think he will win. I'm going with the betting odds on this one. I think Akira Tozawa will keep the championship on the pre-show from Neville. So Akira just doesn't have a 6-day reign with it. Please don't do that. And it is the pre-show. So I'm picking Akira Tozawa keeping the championship. And as we now move into another pre-show match, the New Day versus the Usos, it will be Woods and Big E versus the Usos for the Tag Team Championship. I have the New Day as well. I have the champions of the championship matches on the pre-show, which is why in the beginning I do think the Miz Taraj is going to win on the pre-show. It's the only heel win of the pre-show, and the champions keep their championships on the pre-show, their faces. Good pre-show. And next we move on to one. I guess I shouldn't just skip the tag title match just like that. I'll say one thing. Your match at Battleground was one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen, and you guys did a great job. Well done. I'm looking forward to the pre-show match being good too. Maybe not as good, but you guys have had some great pay-per-view matches. The Royal Rumble 2016, Money in the Bank was good too, and Battleground. So keep it up, guys. You're awesome. Moving on, though, finally, I predict this will be the worst match of the night on the main show. I'm going to predict it. It's the Shark Cage match. We have to deal with 3 in less than a year? Give me a break. Big Show versus Big Cass. Big Cass is the favorite. I'm going with him. A lot of people have speculated that Enzo Amore is turning heel. I don't think he is. I don't think WWE has much for him anymore after the Enzo versus Cass angle's over. But it's looking like Big Cass, straight up. Or with the club's help, because Big Show doesn't have the KO punch anymore, and they shouldn't have him win. Sorry, Big Show, you're great, but I have Big Cass. As now we're finally ending this prediction video with 2 more predictions. The WWE Championship match, Shinsuke Nakamura versus Jinder Mahal. Jinder Mahal has done more than a lot of people thought he would. He's kept the championship numerous times from Randy Orton. He survived Baron Corbin's Money in the Bank briefcase. Can he survive Shinsuke Nakamura? I I think he can. But I'm gonna go with Nakamura. I feel like Nakamura is only wasted even further if he loses this match. So this one hits on so many levels, but I'm gonna pick Shinsuke Nakamura. He is the odds-on favorite too right now, so I think Shinsuke Nakamura will repeat last year's summer of Shinsuke Nakamura and win a major championship. Good reign, Jinder, and he might just get it back. Who knows what they got planned for Jinder, but we'll see what happens. And finally, we are into the fatal four-way match for the Universal Championship. Lesnar, Joe, Reigns, Strowman. As much as I want to pick Strowman, I'm gonna have to pick Brock Lesnar. I don't think he's leaving yet. A lot of people have said Brock Lesnar's thinking of leaving, going back to UFC. I think WWE would keep him and do like a cross promotion. And if he's gonna fight Jones, it's gonna be next year because that's what UFC loves doing, making matches that happen way, way too long after their hype. So that's just my opinion. I'm not a UFC fan. Sorry, just an opinion. And that pretty much does it. I hope the four-way will be great. I hope the whole show in general will be great. Thank you if you've watched the video up to here. I really appreciate it. Those are my predictions for the biggest party of the summer, 2017. And I will see you all. I guess the next time I'll make a video will be my NXT reactions and opinions on Sunday after NXT TakeOver. So I'll see you then, and I'll see you Monday for my reactions for SummerSlam. So thank you all again so much for watching. If you have predictions of your own or opinions, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Like, share, subscribe, and tell me what you think is going to happen at SummerSlam that you are most looking forward to. I will see you Sunday with my reactions as well as Monday. Keep it